Los mamíferos. El reino animal se puede clasificar por diferentes medios. La primera forma es de acuerdo a si el animal tiene o no columna vertebral, lo cual los dividiría en vertebrados e invertebrados. La siguiente sería por su forma de nacer, ya sea que nazcan directamente de la mamá o que nazcan por medio de huevos, lo cual los clasificaría en ovíparos o vivíparos. También podemos clasificarlos según su alimentación. Pueden ser carnívoros, herbívoros u omnívoros. Y finalmente podemos también clasificarlos de acuerdo al lugar donde viven. Pueden ser terrestres o acuáticos. Los mamíferos que vamos a estudiar hoy tienen varias características importantes. La primera de ellas es que son vertebrados. Los vertebrados pueden ser de sangre fría o de sangre caliente. En el caso de los mamíferos, pertenecen al grupo de vertebrados de sangre caliente. Que un animal sea vertebrado significa que tiene un endoesqueleto, es decir, que dentro de su cuerpo tiene una columna vertebral y otros huesos. A ver si podemos adivinar a qué animal pertenecen los siguientes esqueletos. Amamantar a sus crías es otra característica de los mamíferos. Los mamíferos alimentan a sus bebés con leche que producen en las glándulas mamarias que tienen las hembras que son mamás. La leche materna es la principal alimentación de las crías hasta que estén listas para comer alimentos sólidos igual que los adultos. Otra característica importante de los mamíferos es que tienen pelaje sobre su cuerpo, al menos la mayoría de ellos. Les sirve para protegerse y también para identificarse entre ellos. Adivinemos qué animales son según su pelaje. Finalmente, otra característica especial es que son vivíparos placentarios en su mayoría. Esto quiere decir que se desarrollan dentro del cuerpo de su mamá y nacen directamente de su vientre. Sin embargo, hay algunas excepciones, como los monotremas, que son mamíferos que ponen huevos, como el ornitorrinco y la equidna. Otra excepción son los marsupiales, que nacen todavía estando muy chiquititos y siguen formándose y creciendo dentro de una bolsita especial en el cuerpo de su mamá. Allí adentro toman leche y siguen formándose hasta estar listos para salir. La mayoría de los marsupiales del planeta se encuentran en Australia, aunque también hay 80 especies en América. Para terminar, veremos este otro video acerca de los mamíferos en inglés.
What do these animals have in common? More than you might think. Along with over 5,000 other species, they're mammals, or members of class Mammalia. All mammals are vertebrates, meaning they have backbones. But mammals are distinguished from other vertebrates by a number of shared features. That includes warm blood, body hair or fur, the ability to breathe using lungs, and nourishing their young with milk. But despite these similarities, these creatures also have many biological differences. And one of the most remarkable is how they give birth. Let's start with the most familiar, placental mammals. This group includes humans, cats, dogs, giraffes, and even the blue whale, the biggest animal on Earth. Its placenta, a solid disc of blood-rich tissue, attaches to the wall of the uterus to support the developing embryo. The placenta is what keeps the calf alive during pregnancy. Directly connected to the mother's blood supply, it funnels nutrients and oxygen straight into the calf's body via the umbilical cord, and also exports its waste. Placental mammals can spend far longer inside the womb than other mammals. Baby blue whales, for instance, spend almost a full year inside their mother. The placenta keeps the calf alive right up until its birth, when the umbilical cord breaks and the newborn's own respiratory, circulatory, and waste disposal systems take over. Measuring about 23 feet, a newborn calf is already able to swim. It'll spend the next 6 months drinking 225 liters of its mother's thick, fatty milk per day. Meanwhile, in Australia, you can find a second type of mammal, marsupials. Marsupial babies are so tiny and delicate when they're born that they must continue developing in the mother's pouch. Take the quoll, one of the world's smallest marsupials, which weighs only 18 milligrams at birth, the equivalent of about 30 sugar grains. The kangaroo, another marsupial, gives birth to a single jelly bean-sized baby at a time. The baby crawls down the middle of the mother's 3 vaginas, then must climb up to the pouch, where she spends the next 6 to 11 months suckling. Even after the baby kangaroo leaves this warm haven, she'll return to suckle milk. Sometimes she's just one of 3 babies her mother is caring for. A female kangaroo can often simultaneously support one inside her uterus and another in her pouch. In unfavorable conditions, female kangaroos can pause their pregnancies. When that happens, she's able to produce 2 different kinds of milk, one for her newborn and one for her older joey. The word mammalia means of the breast, which is a bit of a misnomer because while kangaroos do produce milk from nipples in their pouches, they don't actually have breasts. Nor do monotremes, the third and arguably strangest example of mammalian birth. There were once hundreds of monotreme species, but there are only 5 left. 4 species of echidnas and the duck-billed platypus. The name monotreme means one hole, referring to the single orifice they use for reproduction, excretion, and egg-laying. Like birds, reptiles, fish, dinosaurs, and others, these species lay eggs instead of giving birth to live young. Their eggs are soft-shelled, and when their babies hatch, they suckle milk from pores on their mother's body until they're large enough to feed themselves. Despite laying eggs and other adaptations that we associate more with non-mammals, like the duck-billed platypus's webbed feet, bill, and the venomous spur males have on their feet, they are, in fact, mammals. That's because they share the defining characteristics of mammalia, and are evolutionarily linked to the rest of the class. Whether placental, marsupial, or monotreme, each of these creatures and its unique birthing methods, however bizarre, have succeeded for many millennia in bringing new life and diversity into the mammal kingdom.